Hey guys, welcome back to my video, and today we're going to be doing as I said before in my unboxing, this is going to be a video um, of me modding this Sky 68 keyboard. So I know I've done a bunch of these before, but this is going to be the first one that I'm going to be showing you guys the tape mod, and I'm even going to be switching them out. The switches out for these switches. So we're going to be doing these switches in this video, and I can't wait to show you guys how this one sounds, because I like these switches sound. So these are them. These are like icy blue switches. I don't remember exactly the brand, so I'll try to find them, but these are just really nice switches. So I'm going to show you the sound. So these sounds really good, really good. So I'm going to be doing this whole keyboard with those new switches, and I'm going to be doing hopefully a foam and tape mod in this keyboard. So yeah, I will show you guys what it's going to look like once I take these freaking keycaps off. These are very plain and very hollow sounding keycaps, so I will show you guys what it will be like after I switch them out. So I'll be right back. Wow. Alright guys, I just finished this getting all the keycaps off. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take off all of the switches, take them all out right now, and then from there I'm going to unscrew these, take out all these stabilizers, and then yeah, I will be then we'll see what we can do with the tape modding, replacing these switches, maybe even replacing these stabilizers, because I do have some stabilizers. I think if I remember, that I can swap these out for. So yeah, we're going to be doing that, getting that done, and then I will be right back. So thank you guys. I'll be right back. Hey guys, alright, so I just took off all the switches from this keyboard. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew these little screws, and then I'm going to see if I can take these stabilizers out, or if I can find the stabilizers that I had, I will try my best to put them back on and to put these new ones in. But if I can't find them, then I'm going to do maybe a tape mod for these stabilizers when I'm done. So yeah, I'll be right back when I take this apart, and you guys will see the insides of this keyboard, and we will be able to see what we can really do for this mod. Alright, I'll be right back. Peace. Hey guys, so I just got this all unscrewed. So now you see here, this is the actual PCB, and this is what the actual switches will plug into once you're done unscrewing all this stuff. And once you take the switches out, this is what you get. You get two separate pieces. You get your plastic casing, and you get the PCB. I think this was called the PCB. So you just pop that back on, make sure it gets these little corners. But what you need to do right now, once you get to the spot, and if you have extra stabilizers, which I actually do, they will look a little bit like this. They just look like these little wire frames with two little switches at the end of it. They look pretty weird, and you almost think like you never even know that these were under here. But what these do are these make sure the keyboard is stable. The things are so they'll make a very plastic sound. So when they're in there, they stabilize the spacebar. So you should have one of these for your I think it's for your delete backspace, your shift, your other shift, and yeah, it should be it. Should backspace, shift, or backspace, enter, shift. I think it's like that. Depending on what your keyboard is, sometimes you can have 3, sometimes has 4 stabilizers for certain keys. Just depends on what your keyboard needs. As for mine needs 1, 2, 3, 4. So it needs 4 stabilizers for each key. And I'm pretty sure where I got these, I think I do have the correct amount. So we're good with that. So yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off for you guys so you can see what it actually looks like to take these off. It's pretty easy. All you need, I think, is you need your little switch puller thing. And I think all you do is you just clamp it down. As you can see, you just clamp down on this little plastic piece right here. You just clamp it down and you pull it forward, and just like that, you got your stabilizers out. and it's it's the exact way to put them back in. They just snap right in. Once you're done, you just pop it on just like this. Pop it on. Just push that little notch in just like you did the last one. Same thing with this side. Push the little notch in. So yeah, that's all you do. I know it looks like and that's how it should be. It should be stable just like that. And now you got your stabilizers in. So now from here, what you're going to want to do with the stabilizer now is you want to do the rest, and I will show you guys what it looks like when I put them all in. Hey guys, so I just got the stabilizers in and on and fitted on perfectly. As you can see, they're on correctly. So what you want to do when you're putting these stabilizers on, what you're going to do is just slide this metal rod through this first. So as you're going, push as you have these before you put them on, squeeze that little metal bar underneath there, and these will pop on straight on. All you do is like push them just a little bit, and they will be perfectly stable and put on there, and they don't move at all. And you don't even hear none of that clacky sound as you heard from these ones, as from these cheap stabilizers. So yeah, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the PCB back together, put the casing and the PCB back together, and from there we will put the screws back on, and we will put the keys, the switches back on, the new switches on in, and we'll see from there. So I'll be right back, guys, and I'll put these new switches on right now. Alright guys, so now that I put the switches back on with the new stabilizers, you'll be wondering why is there why is there 6 brown switches? Because I ran out of the blue switches. I didn't know I had didn't have enough to cover the whole keyboard. But these brown switches, they kind of have the same sound profile, just a little bit more dull, but these are keys that aren't going to be used as much anyway, so it's not a big deal. But these blue switches, though, sound very good. They sound very good. So these switches sound very good. Sorry if my desk's a little messy right now, but once I get this hole cleared off and those switches put away, I will put on the keycaps, or I will actually unscrew this again, and I will put on the tape to do the tape mod. And I will show you guys how to do the tape mod and how I efficiently do it better in a video where I can actually hold I can actually put the tape on how I put it on without with using my hands. So yeah, I'll switch to that right now. Hey guys, so now we're going to be doing the tape mod. So here's the tape that I use. It's just the basic Scotch blue. I think this is like I don't know what millimeter this is of tape that I actually use for my modding, but this is the tape. So now what you want to do with the tape is you're going to want to start from this end. So this end of the tape and this end of the PCB. So probably right here. I'm sorry if it's off screen or off not in the view of the camera. Let's move it right there. Perfect. So here we go. Here's the view that you're going to need for this exact modding. So you're going to put it right here at the very end and just slowly push down on the actual tape. Make sure you pull it out just like a little bit, so you don't have any like where it pulls away from the actual being stuck, because it does do that. It doesn't stick directly onto the PCB like you would expect the tape. And from there you want to tear it just like that. Just tear it so you can have a good even tape placement. As you can see, I did place mine just a little bit crooked from where I normally put it. So you just want to do that and press it down a little bit. Just press it down. You don't gotta remember, don't be gentle. Or I should say, don't be like delicate or try to act like it's gonna break. It's not gonna break. Just be a little bit careful with the solder work. That's all you need to do. But there should be the first layer of the tape, just like that. And then now, don't worry about the creases Don't worry about anything like this. So if you tear it, I have a previous tear that looks a little like that, don't worry about that right now. So for the next one, just do the same thing. Just get it stuck on there a little bit. Just pull the tape, pull it all the way to the very end, and then again, just do a nice tear. It doesn't have to be even, as long as it gets to right there, that's fine. Because no one's gonna see this besides you anyways. So, you know, just get it like that. Perfect. Like I said, don't worry about the little like frailings in the end. I don't worry about that yet. And what I would recommend, just like I say for most people, if they ask me, what should I do with the taping? Should I do, how many layers should I do? That typically depends on your preference. I would recommend doing only 1 to 2 layers. Anything other than that, to me, it kind of sounds more muffled. But for a keyboard like this with more clicky switches, or more like a more brighter sounding switch, I would recommend doing at least 3 to 4. But if you have a switch that is like, you just want a more muted or more compressed sound, I should say, with your other cues. So like I say some brown switches or stuff like that, you're gonna want just maybe 1 to 2, just to get a little bit deeper of a sound or more compressed sound. But if you're planning on tape modding a keyboard that's, say, it's using red switches, I would do, or blue switches or something like that, or very clicky switch, or a very thocky sounding bright switch, use 3 to 4. So right now what I'm going to be using for this one is I'm going to be using at least 3 to 4 on this one, like I said. So don't worry about nothing like this frailing part. Like if it's sticking out, it's not gonna matter anyways, so don't even worry about it. So that's my second layer on. I'm pretty positive I'm just gonna end up doing 3 for this one, but you can do up to 4 layers, and it's perfectly fine for the brighter sounding switches. But like I said, I would recommend mostly just doing the brighter sounding switches for 3 to 4, and then having the other ones being 2. So here's my, whoops, I ripped. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of this taping, and then I'm gonna put it back in the thing, and I'll show you guys what to do after that. Guys, so I know this video is gonna be a little bit longer than most of my other ones, but this is just because I'm doing a full mod, and this is my first time actually being able to show you guys how I do it. But so this is what it should look like after you're done putting the tape on. It should just look like it has tape on it, and like I said, the frailing, like the tear parts, don't even worry about that. If they're hanging over a lot, like almost all the past this white, go ahead and like cut them with like an X-Acto knife or something like that, or even just like try to just tear them off. But they're not over that much, so I personally don't mind them, and they don't bother me when I do this. So now what I should recommend you do is if you have a screwdriver, I have a multi screwdriver kit like this. I would recommend you taking out the thinnest but the longest piece bit that you can get in this case. So I'd recommend taking like this little small one like that, and what you're going to do is you're going to see these little holes. You're going to want to poke a hole through them, mostly because the screw holes that you're going to need are going to need to be punched through. Some of them have side holes like this, like where you can just see them already, so you don't got to punch through them completely. But some of them do have to be punched through all the way. So I'm going to punch through all of these, and I'll show you what it looks like after you punch through them. Alright guys, we're back, and so this is what it's going to look like with the holes punched in the back. So make sure you also make bigger divots with that, with like maybe this part of the actual screwdriver, because you're going to need them to be able to fit these inside of them. So yeah, so that's what you're going to need to do. After that, I'm going to put this in, and I'm probably going to put the keycaps back on, and we will see what it looks like when the keycaps are back on. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back, and this is the keyboard. This is it completely finished, and it absolutely is honestly, it's stunning. This is the coolest, like, colored, vibrant keyboard that I've actually ever done, and I'm actually so proud of this one. I'm proud of how it sounds, so let's do a sound test right now so you guys can hear it. That absolutely sounds incredible to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I can see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to send all the links down to the products I use down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.